start tonight with an article we think is worth your time. It's by Ryan Clark, the Oregonian's Timbers and Thorns beat reporter. Take a look at this headline here. It says, former employees of Portland Timbers Thorns allege toxic work environment for women, working mothers. So if you follow the team, you know that this is not the first scandal to hit the Timbers front office. Last year, a bombshell report from The Athletic found former Thorns coach Paul Riley sexually coerced players. Then months later, former Timbers player Andy Polo was accused of domestic violence. Now the organization is facing a third scandal just in the last year. Here's Ryan Clark from the Oregonian explaining what he found.
What we found through the course of this investigation was that there were some serious allegations of cultural issues involving the Portland Timbers and Thorns organization, specifically when it came to one of the men at the top, Mike Gallo, who is the president of business for the Timbers and Thorns, a longtime business person in the sports business community in Portland. Workplace issues involving him and others that would include hostility toward female employees, physical touching that was unwanted, and general workplace behavior that some saw as unprofessional. In particular, we found issues with nursing and working mothers. That was an issue for one employee who said that she was made to pump breast milk in an electrical closet at the floor level of the stadium, Providence Park. The space has been renovated now, and there are new places for mothers to do that, but at the time she confirmed through photos and videos that she was indeed in a space like that.
Now, according to Clark there, the front office denies a lot of these allegations, but they have also said that they're trying to improve internally through various trainings and programs.
And what that looks like for them was an internal review from a law firm, DLA Piper, which they say found a trio of issues on the business side of the organization, one of which involved the workplace behavior of Mike Gallo, the president of business. What that looks like as far as a response is specific trainings that Mike Gallo is in, some of which are self-guided, that teach him more about different workplace challenges that he has experienced. The club has not gotten into detail as far as what he is accused of in the DLA Piper report, but a number of the accusations that are made in our story line up with a number of the trainings that he's required to undergo now as a result of this internal review.
So what does this string of scandals really mean for the Timbers and their fans long term? Well, to get that answer, we chatted with the Oregonian's newest sports columnist, Bill Arum.
Part of what makes this interesting and troubling is that this was the backdrop against which the Paul Riley allegations occurred, right? That this was what was happening within the executive front office of the Timbers and Thorns as well, where you have women feeling this way after interacting with somebody who's really at the very top of the organization. So when you ask how could these other situations and scandals have arisen within the Timbers and Thorns, you can connect dots to see, well, this is the other behavior that people are saying was going on at the same time. And, I think with pro sports teams, one of the biggest things that any pro sports team can have is trust with their fan base. And so the Timbers have said that they have already worked to address these concerns, these allegations. They had an independent culture review done last fall that wrapped up in February. And so they say that these allegations are behind them. And, they all happened obviously before the review was commissioned. But at the same time, they are asking for the fan base to really give them the benefit of the doubt that things are changing and that things will change. And the question is, how much trust does the fan base have that this leadership team is capable of change? And one thing I wrote in the column is you are essentially asking people to believe that you can change your culture without changing the personnel. And that seems hard to do, especially when, if you read some of the comments from Merritt Paulson and from Mike Gallo, I think a lot of those comments and explanations rang somewhat hollow, and also I think tone deaf to the allegations that they are facing.
We want to thank both Bill and Ryan for chatting with us about this today. You can find Ryan's article and Bill's column right now at OregonLive.com. or you can check out our Twitter feed where we posted those stories.